and welcome to my channel. Today I've got a tutorial review featuring a red eye look because I recently got this shirt gifted from someone and there's red in it, and I get my inspiration from random things, okay? So yeah, I want to do bright bold red, so we're gonna start off with a white eye primer. This is the white eye primer by NYX, of which I've mentioned before that for my oily skin it's a bit too oily. So that means I'm gonna apply it first and then immediately go over it with a setting powder while lamenting the fact while being sad about the fact that I don't actually have the white lid lingerie anymore. At least here in the Netherlands, I'm not sure anywhere else, because that white lid lingerie used to work so good. The reason I never actually powder my base, I know some people love doing it, but I don't, because it makes the base less sticky, so the colors come out less vibrant, and I want them to come out vibrant. That's my entire point of putting on a base in the first place. But yeah, this way it's still a little bit sticky, but without being completely so greasy that it curls up on itself when I as much as like blink. Yeah. Anyway, for the eyeshadows I'm going to use Jeffree Star Cosmetics. If you don't want to use this, or if you don't have this palette, whatever, use something else. Anything in the same color will probably get you the same results. And I'm going to do my favorite little trick of making a wing while holding something against my eye. I need to find a better name for that trick. Decided to do this eye first, and as you can tell, these eyeshadows are gorgeous. They blend really well, and the base is still sticky enough to actually be sticky, you know, to stick the pigment to itself. But anyways, I'm using my eyebrow pencil, which I'm also later going to use as an eyebrow pencil, and just stamp on the eyeshadow. I'm really just going to focus it there first because I don't want to have to blend this with the pencil still against my face, because that's just uncomfortable. Wow, I made a stain. It's such a talent. Anyway, I obviously didn't do my face base yet, so I can easily still fix stuff like this. Which is good, because I know myself, so I knew beforehand I was going to have to fix some stuff. Yeah, just going over it with my base brush again. And anything else will be fixed later with concealer. Anyway, then I'm just going to blend this out into the crease and onto the eyelid a little bit. Well, basically this shape. As you might be able to tell, I'm extremely careful today. Because as you can definitely tell, this shirt is mostly white. And even though there's like, you know, artwork on it with red in it, I still don't want to get red eyeshadow all over it. And I have this uncanny talent. I think a lot of people have that talent, but like when I wear black, it's like stains cannot touch me, you know? Like everything just stays perfectly clean. When I wear white, however, I could just eat white rice and white bread and like sugar and like everything completely white. I could just avoid color altogether the entire day. I would still get a stain. To make it worse, today is Saturday when I'm filming this. On Saturdays I always eat pizza for dinner. I am not sure if I'm gonna dare to eat that without redressing first, because I know me and I like the shirt and I'd like for it to not get stained. We'll see. Right, yeah, we're not gonna be too complicated about the look otherwise. I'm just going to go to eyebrow highlight now with a white eyeshadow. Just plain white. Apply a lot of it and then use it to blend some more. I feel like I haven't actually used my big fluffy blender in my past few makeup tutorials. I kind of missed it. Now that I'm using it again, I realized that I did miss it. Not sure why I didn't use it. It was just a random thing. Now for the inner eyelid, I pulled it up a little bit closer so you can really see the shimmer I'm going to apply. With a damp brush, and then I realized I don't actually have any water here. Let me go fix the problem. Okay, I dampened my brush with some rainwater that I keep from my flesh-eating plants. If I get a horrific eye infection, I'll tell you about it. Anyway, I don't recommend doing that, okay? So, yeah. But I'm just going to apply this in a sort of cut crease shape. I say sort of cut crease shape. This is why I wanted my brush to be damp, because I do want a sort of nice line. But I'm not going for a full-blown extreme cut crease. Just, you know, a subtle cut crease. Let's just keep it at that. Just as a little disclaimer, not all eyeshadows turn into a sort of liquid eyeshadow when you make them damp. Some just get wet. So yeah, do try it out in like a tiny little corner of your eyeshadow first before going all in and potentially ruining an eyeshadow. Okay, as you can probably tell, this side looks a lot more smooth and done than this side. That's because I used a little bit of I'm just gonna tap this brush all far away from my shirt. A little bit of a shimmery red eyeshadow just in that outer corner here. Which is just going to marry the reds and the golds together. So there's no harsh lines left. And then to finish it off, some eyeliner. And by now my face is also magically done. Magically, now I just did this quickly off camera because really to me it's never the most interesting thing to show just because everyone does their face base their own way. I just went for foundation, concealer, contour and blush. Setting spray and highlighter I'm still going to do together with you. But yeah, the blush I used is a red blush, which is always a little bit dangerous if you have a very pale skin like me. But I used one by Yves Rocher and these really aren't all that pigmented, which is perfect. They're just pigmented enough that they give off a nice color. But they're not so pigmented that I immediately look like I've been sunburned, basically. Always good. So yeah, but let's finish the eyes now. This is basically what we're going to go for. I'm going to keep it simple, but I do want the reds to also be underneath the eyes. So I'm going to use a brush, obviously. The side of the brush that I use for the glitter, so it's really thin and nice. And I'm just going to push the eyeshadow directly between my lower lashes, a little bit underneath it, connecting it to the wing. Pulling it inwards, sort of blending it, then I'm going to leave the brush alone, move on to... Well, this was a clean pencil brush, there's now some eyeshadow from this eye on it, but it's a relatively clean pencil brush. And I'm just going to use it to blend it a little bit. Like, I don't want this to be a full on smoky moment, I just want it to be just not a harsh line, if you get what I mean. Now, I actually wanted to go for black eye pencil first, but I'm gonna go for nude because I just feel like it will look better. One thing with red eyeshadow is that it's always a good idea to just clean your waterlines before applying any pale color on them, so it doesn't all turn pink. And then for lashes, I'm going to go for quite a subtle pair today. So yeah, this is what we're going to use. And yeah, here you can see the before obviously, and this is the after. As you can tell, they're not quite subtle, but they're really nice. They're really they're not too much, they're not heavy, they're really easy to wear, but they're kind of dramatic just because of the whole spikiness of them. This is admittedly a discontinued pair by xoBeauty, but like her brand and lots of other brands as well have similar styles. I gotta admit, I bought like 5 pairs, so I won't easily be rid of these. Luckily. But yeah, like just even up close, they're just... Especially when my camera wants to focus. Yes. They're so pretty. And now that we're up close and personal anyway, I'm also just going to apply some mascara. I actually tinned my eyelashes, so they're already black, but the mascara is just going to help glue the falsies and the real ones together. And obviously my lower lashes are also allowed to join the game. So eyes are done, and now as promised the final touches of the face, and we'll do that together. So we're going to start with some setting spray. And while the setting spray is still damp, I'm just going to apply a pretty much yellow base highlighter. Which is going to be on the tops of my cheekbones, on my nose, on my cupid's bow, and also in the corners. And then lastly the lips, we'll do these in a nude shade, and after that we'll be completely done. And that leaves us with the final results. I gotta say I'm pleasantly surprised with how this turned out. Really, because I don't know, for some reason half the time red eye looks turned pink with me, and this is actually genuinely red. I'm so happy with it. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you want to see more of my makeup tutorials, you can always subscribe to my channel. I do at least 1 video per week for long-time viewers. Yes, I've sort of like gone down with the amount of videos I upload, but you know, combining a full-time job with a YouTube channel is a bit of a thing. But yeah, 1 video per week guaranteed. Gigantic apocalyptic situations aside, at least. But yeah, anyway, if you want to know exactly what stuff I used on my face today, you can find it below in the video description as always. And like I said earlier in this video, you don't need to use the exact same product as I did to get similar results. Just use products that work for you and that sort of look the same. Especially the lipstick. You might not want to use the exact same lipstick as I did, because I'm pretty sure I've had this one for like 5 years. But it's still very pretty, but you know, do as I say, not as I do, like hygiene and yeah. Anyway, ignore that part. For now, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful day and I hope to see you next time. Bye!